Today we're going to be talking about the iPad. Now, everyone talks about iPads in different ways. I've seen every video on the internet about the iPad. They have all these different reviews for, graphic designers, for guys who do video. They've kind of talked about it for photographers, but they didn't really go into depth the way we're going to go into depth today. When it comes to iPads, they're not all made the same, obviously. So I have the iPad Pro from 2018. I love that iPad when I got it. It had everything I could possibly need. It had the stylus was amazing. Matter of fact, let me just get it. Thank you, assistant. So this is my baby. I use this iPad for everything. Specifically as a photographer, I used it for tethering. I had a MacBook Pro. I think it was like from 2016, but it was just very slow. It wasn't using USB-C. So the transfer speeds from my Canon R5 to that computer was just slow. So instead of me buying a whole new computer, because I do most of my editing on my iMac, I was like, okay, why not just invest into an iPad? So I did that. So this got me through a lot. But I have a daughter. I have a 3-year-old. She found out what an iPad was, and then she realized that it has YouTube. Once she realized it had YouTube, it was no longer my iPad. And if you guys have kids, you understand how this works. Because she just would demand it. And so the more she used it, the more she abused it. Even though I have the Paperlike film over the top, it doesn't necessarily protect you from what kids will do to the iPad. It doesn't stop it from being stepped on or sneezed on or whatever else my daughter decided to do with it. So I ended up just giving up on that. I just realized the iPad was not going to be mine anymore because I didn't want to touch it. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so I'm like, she just has it. Also, there were times when I would use the iPad and the power would just go out. It just couldn't stay on long enough throughout the shoot. So I would have to take breaks, charge the iPad a little bit, start shooting again. And then also when the iPad would fill up or to just get to whatever point, because I don't even know if it filled up completely, but it would just get a lot of images on it. The entire iPad would just start going slow. If I'm working with a client, the iPad is going slow, I can't review what I'm doing. There's no point in me doing tethering. So that was the other reason I kind of just gave up on it. Now, before I unbox my new iPad, because I'm very excited about that. I know sometimes people talk about the refresh rate, they talk about the camera on the back and this system and that system and this feature and that feature. I honestly don't care about any of that stuff. I mean, the stylus is cool because I did get a new stylus, it is cool, but I don't really care about any of that. The main thing I wanted to be able to see was if when I tether now that it would keep up. Okay, so let's unbox. My precious. Yes, I'm this dramatic. It's my new baby. I'm so happy. You guys are literally seeing me the day that I got this. Like this arrived a few hours ago. I'm not home. This is not my office. I don't know if you guys can see, but those are law degrees. I'm in one of her offices now doing this video because I'm that excited. I'm in St. Pete for a project. That is why I'm here. And I'm just jibber-jabbering right now. I need to open this. So let's open. My assistant is amazing. I think I have the most qualified, overly qualified video assistant ever. How you gonna have 7 degrees and be out here helping photo shoots and video shoots? Well, that's what happens when you have a mom who likes to support her child. Yes, at 36, I am still the baby. All right, let's see. Ooh, oh, that's pretty. We don't need that. Ooh. Need this. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Now, mind you, I've had an iPad before. It's not my first iPad. So it's not like I've never seen an iPad before. I know how these come. I know how they look. I know what they come with. Also, I am me. I am the kind of person that I have to buy the biggest whatever the whatever is. So this is the 13-inch iPad Pro, 2 terabytes of storage, which means it has a ton of RAM, which I don't even see on here anywhere. But I did get the standard glass. I didn't get the nano texture glass because I have the Paperlike film that's gonna go over the front of this. So I knew I didn't want to get that. Like doubling up wouldn't have made any type of sense. And this is the one that has cellular on it. So this is literally the biggest and best one that they have. So if this doesn't work for tethering, I am no longer gonna be trying to use it for that at all. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for after that, but the main thing is the main thing. We're gonna, Apple always does a good job when it comes to that. Do I just, when it comes to that. By that, I mean the packaging. The package is always nice. I think I just, oh, there's 2 of them. That's why I wasn't coming off. Okay, let's get the second one. Okay, so now it should just lift up. Come on, shimmy out. There we go. All right, so we have this beautiful box. I'm gonna put that there. And here is the iPad. That's beautiful. And I am an Apple fanboy, I've heard people say that before, and I'm like, I 100% fit. That is tiny. Wow, look how thin it is. It's super thin. And I have big hands, but like my hands make it look even smaller somehow. This is huge in a good way. I mean, it's pretty much the same size as the other one, but it's just very pretty. I'm very happy about this. It looks great. I also, and in the box comes with the manual. They give you a black USB-C cable that matches the color of the actual iPad itself. The block, which I'm not gonna use because I already looked this up. This is like a 20 watt. Yeah, it's a 20 watt block. I have the ones from Anchor that are like 30 or 35 or whatever, but it's just better than this one. I also wish they had made this black to match the cord. Like, why would it not all speak the same language? But that's just me. All right, so, wow, it's pretty. Oh, and then remember too, guys, with this iPad, I don't know why I put it back in the box. This iPad also has the camera here. So that is one thing that I noticed when I was doing Zoom with one of my clients, that anytime she moved like the camera, I think we were FaceTiming, either way, the camera was moving with her, and I was very jealous because I am a nerd. I want everything. I just want it because it's new. I'm one of those people. Also, when I said that I'm an Apple fanboy, it's because I've had Apple everything. So I had the first MacBook in 2006, the black ones. I don't know if you guys remember the black MacBooks. Then I had I upgraded to another MacBook after that. Had a iMac from like 09, then got another iMac, which is the one I work on now. So, and then I had, I think, 2 more MacBooks. So I think I have 3 MacBook Pros. This is my second iPad. I've had pretty much every iPhone. This is my second Apple Watch. This is not a bragging thing. This is just how entrenched I am with the brand. I'm here. There's no other option. I'm not checking out anybody's anything. I'm just getting whatever Apple makes at this point. All right, pen. Can I get the pen as well? There we go. So this is the Apple Pen Pro, Apple Pencil Pro. Apple Pencil Pro. This is the Apple Pencil Pro. I've had the other one and I liked it, so I knew this would be good. It is a bit more expensive, but it kind of comes with the territory. Out of the box, it's just gonna be a pen. So I don't know why I'm even going through this process. It's a pen. It looks just like the other one. It looks just like the other one. But, oh no, it's heavier. Oh, it is a little different. Oh, that's nice. I like heavy things. Even when it comes to cameras, I had the 5D Mark IV with the battery grip for the longest, and I did not want to switch to mirrorless because I don't like light things for whatever reason. I don't know, just some type of sensory thing, but no, this feels good. I'm happy. Okay, so our next step is to actually go through and test everything out. All right. So now it's time to test out the iPads. So my main concern, and like most photographers who are using Capture One on the iPad, it's about speed. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open up Capture One, which I already have done on the screen. Then we're gonna go over to albums. We're gonna call this a speed test album. Speed test, because I know how to spell. And we're gonna hit create. We are going to take our cable. I'm using the Tether Tools cable to do this. Obviously, you can get any kind of USB cord that you want to get. There isn't one that you have to have, but this one is just like industry standard. This is my favorite cord. The other cord that I'm really curious about trying out is from Area 51. Heard good things about it, but until I get it, I'm going to be using the one from Tether Tools. Now, this is the big boy. This is why it's like a almost like an anaconda or something, just wrapped around everything. All right, so let's go ahead and plug this in. So right here we have save to CF Express, and we have 2+ capture 1. We're just gonna have it send it to capture 1, and we're gonna send a raw file. And let's see how fast that is. I'm gonna take a picture of a bunch of books. I'm gonna take a picture of outside. Pretty fast. I think that was everything, wasn't it? That's pretty fast. Now I'm conflicted because the biggest test was seamless, and I think the biggest thing that I ran into before was that this. I think the thing I ran into before was that my iPad was full, and so when it was full, it was going slow. So maybe I just needed more storage. But either way, my DoorDash are taking over this one. So this lets you know that if in 2024, if you want to get the 2018 version of the iPad Pro, it's still a viable piece of gear. The only thing is that you don't know how long they're going to continue to support it. So right now, the latest iOS works, but maybe in a year or two, it may not be working anymore. They may not, they may not be updating it, but it'll still work for what you have. So yeah. So now it's time to try out the new iPad. So now let's switch over to the new iPad. This is the 2024 iPad Pro 13-inch, 2 terabytes. So this is the biggest and baddest one that they have right now. Let's see if there is a speed difference between the two. All right, let's start testing out. Okay, it seems to be a bit faster, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it's faster, but it's not a big jump in speed. It is faster. All right, let's set this to doing, so now we're gonna really test it out. I'm gonna do this on the other iPad as well, where we're gonna go up to drive mode, high speed continuous. So let's see how fast if it can keep up. Let's see how fast this goes. All right, and it caught all of that, and these are raw files. That was completely out of focus, but let's lock on the focus. That's more user error than anything else. It really kept up with all of that. That's impressive. Now let's try that on the other iPad. Let's see if I'm crazy or I figured out something. All right. So let's test it on the other iPad. Everything is the same. I just need to get my focus on the word Canon. Matter of fact, it'd be easier if I did it this way. Why am I using that system to focus? All right, and it's keeping up. I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. It is keeping up, but it's not as fast. Yeah, see, yep, it just ran into a bottleneck right there. So that's where the bottleneck happens. Let's try it again. And then let's shift this over, make sure it's in focus, and 1, 2. So honestly, not gonna do anything else. If the 2018 version can take all of these giant RAW files, and this is shooting with the Canon R, so that means these are 50 megapixel images each time it's coming in. So if it can take all of those at once, I think they can take pretty much your average camera. So I'm gonna shut off the camera, and I'm done. The fact that the iPad Pro from 2018 is still keeping up with these huge files coming out the R5, that lets me know that this is still usable. This is something that someone can definitely use every day or on every shoot. The only issue you may run into is like the battery life is not as good as the newer one. And this one is faster, but like I don't really see that being like a huge issue.
if you can figure out a way to keep it powered. That is something I'm going to work on next. I got to figure out if there's one of these like dongles I can buy or an adapter or something to where I can power the iPad while I'm shooting. That was one of the main reasons why I actually stopped using it, was because I'm at a shoot, the iPad is dying. I think my camera was charging it, which is doing right now. So it was sucking the energy out of here to keep this power. It was just this whole ball of confusion that I just was getting frustrated with. When you have a computer, you don't have to worry about that at all. The power is the power. So that's something I want to figure out. But as far as like build quality, the speed of it, the only other thing with this one is also the support. You guys know with electronics, like Apple is not going to support every item forever. Being that this is already 6 or 7 years old, I don't think they're going to be supporting it for that much longer. So if you do get it, just understand that you may not get the latest and greatest updates. And your Apple Pencil is not the greatest and the greatest on the earth, and the camera on the back is probably not the newest thing that they offer. And you won't have like every feature on the new iPad. But if your goal is to use the iPad for tethering, this is a good option. If you have the financial bandwidth and you're the kind of person like me who wants the big one and want the new one because it's big and it's new, I'm that consumer. Like I'm definitely that person. So this just was always a shiny thing for me. But for years I was like, no, I'm okay. I don't need to just get it. But it is definitely, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. So I know I'm going to stick with this for a while. This is definitely going to be my daughter's. I know that this can keep up with my needs. I'm going to expand what I'm using the iPad for in general. In the past, I used to use the iPad for taking notes and writing out my ideas for different shoots and creating mood boards, and it became like almost my laptop. I actually like the idea of being able to like touch and make decisions on my screen versus always using a mouse or using a trackpad. So I'm looking forward to moving forward with it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to moving forward with it. That rhymes. I could have been a rapper in my past life. Lil Dio? No, never mind. I think I figured everything out. I'm satisfied. I know what this can do. I know what it's going to be used for. I know what the new one is definitely going to be capable of. I'm going to be using this tomorrow on a photo shoot, so you guys will see that in the BTS. If you guys have any questions, any comments, leave those below. Make sure you like the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. That lets me know that you guys are interested in my content. I'll continue developing more and keep you guys posted on my next shoot. I think that's it. I'm about to go play with my iPad. See you guys in a few. Also, before you leave, remember, I know we're creating for everybody else. We're creating for our network. We're creating for our friends and family. Make sure you're creating for yourself. All right. Peace.